Welcome back to the channel. Golly, I think this is the second rolling into the break room. But we're going to end up with a reaction on the other side of it to Tennessee Reaper, As Above, So Below. I find the ideas interesting, so we're going to do the first listen here, but I am going in. We got some. Well, we're going to talk about manifestation again. Why? Because it appears that Joey Ace, or Chester P, as his rap name was on the channel, but we got a couple of his other, and it looks like he's not doing no more music, but he's into some other stuff, and I've been talking about manifestation a lot. And over in the mindustry, we looked at this video that the artist had, basically talking about, hey, if you know you're signing the deal with the devil, you should know who the devil is, kind of statement. And I'm not saying esoteric knowledge or occulted knowledge is somehow always equated to Satanism. I think there's a gray area there where the true believers mash it all up and it's all good. Moral relativism, which is how I interpret the as above, so below thing. Now, in true, I am open minded enough, I hope, to understand that it doesn't mean that to everyone. I am thinking about the bastardization or corrupted ideas of maybe as I live here will be reflected in as I live there. That if I channel positive energies, the energy at a quantum level that I exist within, my energy maybe is positively charged and will continue a positively charged path through the ether to the other side. I think it's interpreted as I can do good and bad, it all equals out. I don't agree with that idea. And that's where we come back to manifestation first. And, Joey P there, or Joey Ace. Joey P. I feel so guilty because I don't really second take this shit. I just keep going, and I feel bad that I'm not awesome or respectful to the artist, if you will.
Friends, family, acquaintances, just chilling in my tent with the dog. You know, if anyone wants to truly understand my state of mind right now, go watch the interview I done with Keller a couple of years back, part 1. It'll explain things very well. But anyway, I've just been thinking deeply. We're in a time where people talking about manifestation has become very popular.
Okay, before we listen, all negative. Oh, see, this is why I came here, and I wanted to first reaction to it here. No negative energy here. All negativity is sent to the universe for transmutation, radical change, celestial celibacy, and stillness. Now, and I don't. I've admitted from the start that I think I am not as knowledgeable as I could be. I believe as wholeheartedly, I think, because I served darkness and the rewards were many. The consequences after giving it up, vast. And after now, 30 years of trying to figure stuff out, I realize right now the best I could do is manifest goodwill through my food. That benefits the house. The house keeps me employed, creates a fiat currency for me to use as the modem of exchange for the day to get goods and services that I need. And I did manifest something, but not out of self-service, which the spiritual capitalism, I believe, and this is where I had the problem with David Coverdale. For the longest time, I thought his, let's just say he's horny. I thought his speaking on manifestation was more along the lines of kind of perverted corporate secret. I can manifest fine ass into my bedroom. They do that. Not a good use of your manifestation abilities. But I agree that it is a especially now, it's almost easier to get people to understand it's real than them to. It used to be the concept escaped people. It was still very secret until The Secret came out, right, and taught you that you could lust and focus on greed and you would get things. Turns out the universe provides with the consequences or radical change, celestial celibacy and stillness. I don't actually know. I'm not trying to be. I want to take the highest road possible because I know there are things that, let's just say, perturb me, and turning that off isn't possible yet. I have too many ties to the main world, right? Too many bills I can't ignore. But
become very popular. You know, it's like a trend. I'm going to manifest a house, a car, and all that's great, yeah, you know. And if you have mastered the art of manifestation, it's totally powerful and you can totally do those things. I fully and know this for sure. But what I'll beg to ask, with the utmost respect and no disrespect intended to anyone's free will, but is that not spiritual capitalism? You know, if you're a master...
This is where I mix it all. I guess for me it all gets mixed because I would agree, yes. And on the channel, this is, I mean, I hope it clarifies some of my ranting. But that's that whole, yep, your free will, but what about the moral implications of decisions? And then let's say, just as the focus from the gentleman here, I don't know what to call him. Smarter than me. The whole car, house, these technically liabilities, these drains on one's, you need a lot of certain things to keep these things maintained. And I don't think people realize that our covetous nature, our desire to consume, is detrimental. I believe this. And I believe that the world we live in is a reflection of all the negative and personally self-centered manifestation that the world sees. It reflects the ugly that's creating it. And it creates it through, I think, false desires and definitely greed.
You're a master manifestor. If you're a mastered manifestation, surely like what would benefit the world would be manifesting water where there's drought, food where there's famine, peace where there's warfare, love where there's hate, and then the rest might...
And then Coverdale. So to finish the Coverdale thought, I thought he's just kind of horny. But then I realized that he focused on, and the only difference is care versus, they all say love, and I'd say care versus destruction. A care and creation versus destruction and consumption. Because I think love is totally skewed by the love knows no bounds set. And no, that's not love. Care for your disorder and mental illness, and maybe your personal love and self-gratification, but not the kind of positive energy. That's the only difference. I think love is a poet's word. I don't think it actually applies to the vast feelings that incorporate what we interpret love to be in its many, many different forms. Right? Yeah.
And then the rest might follow. I don't know, that's just my tuppence worth. I thought I'd throw it in there. And again, I'm not being disrespectful to anyone.
Yeah, and see, I know that I am sometimes, because I will put certain ideologies up on Front Street and go, well, if this isn't the shining example of the negative manifestation in full force, I don't know what it is. And we can't hit, not this is just an example. Whoops. But then we have positive ideas, and then I know I have to fall somewhere in the middle, because I'm still trapped as a poor guy, a slave to debt. If I spent years hoping I could manifest the end of the Fed. It turns out that might come with lead poisoning instead. I don't know. I'm not sure we can manifest the greed out of people. The blood sacrifice cult, which you want to talk about generating a shit ton of negative energy. That's what I keep asking the pseudo-Satanists or the LARPing Luciferians is, do you really agree with the human trafficking and sacrifice element, which is real? It is no doubt about that part. Now, it's totally, unfortunately real. Is that what you're signing on for? Or was it the snappy black clothes and upside down crosses? I'm just saying, I know the pentagrams are cool when matched with an all black outfit. Something pushing up your boobs or, accenting your ass. I don't know. But I think sometimes it's a put on, because the consequences are never weighed. So you got to finish this up here.
And I'm not envious of people who have material things. I just think if you really mastered manifestation, and there's enough of you focusing that power on manifesting things that can...
Yeah, but they manifest orgasms at their lesbian covets, and they use the grand rite to get paid, and they bind demons to make their wine manufacturing more jazzy. And that last thing came right out of an actual reaction. We saw that just the other week. Just last week, someone talking about the lesser key of Solomon, and binding demons as a jazzy side project. It's your winery. Woof. What do you think the cosmic consequences to drinking that wine is? Now, personally, I think they're heavy, but as the speaker is telling us, you do you. Because you have that, I just believe as long as you do no harm, you get to go. But see, I draw the line at harm, and we need to finish.
On manifesting things that can help heal the world.
Yeah, they don't want to heal the world. They want their...
people.
Yeah, I don't mean to keep interrupting, but the thing is they don't want to heal the world. So this is what I learned from Passio. The New Age movement is so corrupt that it's literally just serving Luciferian forces for greed, wealth, and power. Dad, it gets some crystals, and half of that crunchy crystal path leaves them to their lesbian covens. Now that's fine. And it's scissor and serve Satan all you want. Because that's what you're there for, was the orgy. When I was involved in the pagan study course, it was focusing on protective spaces and manifesting protective, let's say, trying to put goodwill into things for protectionary means, creating a buffer to the evil or negative energies of the universe, if you will.
On manifesting things that can help heal the world and collectively help people grow into safer environments. Wouldn't that be the utmost high-ranking work you can do as a human being.
Yes. So Passio would say it this way, until we are all free of slavery, we are all still enslaved. The Passio, which comes with a lot more, let's just say, righteous anger and passion. Passio is not this chill, okay, at all. But when you realize that the end message of all of that study is how do we free ourselves from the bondage of other humans on power trips, whether that be the satanic sacrifice blood cult or pedal controlling Catholic weirdos. I don't know. Power corrupts. How do we manifest goodwill and destroy the negative power structures that wish to consume, only to create consumables to enslave civilization farther? I don't know. Now I'm so curious what we got for lyrical content here. Tennessee Reaper, as above, so below. Oof.
They say heaven and hell ain't two places.
No, it's right here.
As above, so below. Balance ain't peace, it's control.
I used to sleep with my fist tight, heart iced in the street lights, raised in a place where you had to lose to see right. I was violence incarnate, karma with a steel face, hand on the burner just to feel safe. Every hug I gave came with scars under sleeves. Learned early that survival, don't ask if you grieve. I was a wolf out the gate, no peace, no code, but even shadows want warmth when the nights get cold. Then I looked in the mirror, saw my enemies inside, saw my own reflection with a murderous pride. That's when I chose love, not cause I'm weak, because I seen what a monster becomes when it speaks. But don't confuse growth with the loss of teeth. I'm calm now, but my silence ain't sweet. It's the quiet ones you should fear the most. We don't tweet threats, we just shoot at your post. As a
Once again, we come back to the most dangerous creature is a normal person who just wanted to be left alone. All the flexing in the world, and this is not a shot, this is a inspiration from bars speaking volumes. But all of the tough guy flexing on the world doesn't really match that person that got up every single day at the same time, did the grind. They're not the slave. They're not the robot you think they are. Because every free moment was spent with their family, their loved ones, and the things they cared about. Maybe maintaining them or taking care of them, showing respect, honor, and dignity. Take that away from people and there won't be talk. Whoa, that was a bad one.
we don't tweet threats, we just shoot at your post. As above, so below. I walk light, but my shadow cold. Turn my pain into peace, turn rage into gold. I found love in the fire, but don't play with my soul, cause I still got that darkness under control. As above, so below. I changed course, but I still know every scar, every code, every street I patrolled. I became who I am through the war I survived. So if I bring peace, just know I'm...
Now, I like this one because actually it seems to me that as above, so below means that you don't actually, you take it with you. That concept I'm more willing to look at with a positive slant. I believe on the channel, I believe, and all my opinions are for entertainment purposes only. I mean, we do got to put that on a damn t-shirt, I think. I don't think you have to believe me. I don't think you should believe the artists. I think all of these things should inspire you to think for yourself. And instead of a one-track, tunnel vision-based narrative, maybe looking at the whole, the gestalt of it all. Taking it all in for a second. That step back going, ooh, way over, Well, maybe it all stays with you. The energy you created, you can't uncreate. That's what them pesky scientists say. Can't destroy the energy, you could just convert it. But the thing is, you applied mechanical effort and force, so you created new energies from your, bam, put it out there. Then it exists. And remember, you're going to take it with you. I find it funny that we're going to give someone a free pass on something. And then they keep doing it over and over and over. We no longer have learned we're just insane, repeating the same behaviors over and over and over. It's so complicated. The whole existence. I like this.
Don't play with my soul, cause I still got that darkness under control. As above, so below. I changed course, but I still know every scar, every code, every street I patrolled. I became who I am through the war I survived. So if I bring peace, just know I'm still alive. Don't mistake calm for coward or silence for shame. I just learned not every demon got a burn in my flame. But the blade's still close, I just tuck it in grace. And the wrath still sharp, have your blood on my face. I show love to the world cause I lacked it at birth. But I ain't turned soft, I just found what it's worth. I stand for the ones who got scars in their speech, who ain't trying to flex death, but will if you reach. See, I'm peace with a past that'll never forget. The type to pray for my foes, then aim at their neck. I'm trying to break cycles, not bodies.
Oh shit, it come up at work. We had an incident the other night, and the person who thought they were gonna de-escalate, and they were doing a poor job at it. I don't care if they find out. You can't de-escalate by threatening someone, especially a loudmouth a-hole who's hell-bent on maybe throwing fists. I'm old. I got no time for that. And they're going to drag me in on this, and I'm like, I'm not going back to prison for you. Because I can't comprehend pretending at 10 at night with some half-drunk a-hole that I'm an 18-year-old boxer. That to me seems like a stupid flex. Tripping that drunk ass, driving his face into the floor and then kneeing him in the back or something, or fucking him shit up from behind, that seems doable. Because he's a drunk idiot not paying attention to nothing. The difference is if I let him punch me, the judge is going to say, good old boys. I whoop his ass for being a dick and break something, put him in the hospital, I go to jail. And there's the difference. Your stupid little flexing and punching each other in the face, that don't play for a lot of people. So I got to pass. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool, because what I'd have to do will come with regrettable consequences. Because the rest of you are flexing your little dicks right now. You think you're cool. And it meant a bunch of nothing. And I'm done. I got no time for that shit no more. You either know who you are or you don't. But pretending and thinking that your talk is worth something, now your talk is cheap. Talk is cheap.
Flex death, but will if you reach. See, I'm peace with a past that'll never forget. The type to pray for my foes, then aim at their neck. I'm trying to break cycles, not bodies or bones. But push me too far, I revert to that zone. I ain't posting no threats, I'm too grown for the noise. But I'll show up at your porch with that 30 cal voice, with a calm in my tone that'll chill your soul. As above, so below, now you know. As above, so below, I walk.
Now, I think it's used very cool. I think it's cool in this song. We're in the break room still. I don't believe this goes with what we're talking about. This isn't the esoteric as above, so below moral relativism. I think it's a better poetic use of the ideas. And it's permissible to give up the hard life that got you to this point. You don't got to forget it. But you could do your best to put positive energy into the universe, offsetting some of that negative you created. And, no shot. Maybe it had to be created. That was survival. That war you made it through. Okay. Deal with your post-traumatic stress and move on. Now create something positive. If what you first had to create was your own survival timeline, there, you've done it. Now use that knowledge to do something better.
Light, but my shadow cold. Turn my pain into peace, turn rage into gold. I found love in the fire, but don't play with my soul, cause I still got that darkness under control. As above, so below, I changed course, but I still know every scar, every code, every street I patrolled. I became who I am through the war I survived. So if I bring peace, just know I'm still alive. I don't bother nobody, I stay in my lane. Built peace like a temple on top of my pain, but they keep knocking like I owe them war. Keep testing the calm like I won't restore. Like I ain't buried friends with my own bare hands. Like I ain't seen death in a room full of plans. Like I ain't bite bullets just to feed my kin. You think I choose peace cause I'm scared to sin? I'm trying to grow, don't make me regret it. I gave life a truce, don't make me reset it. I don't flex straps, but still got them Glocks. When death shows up at your door, it won't be silence that knocks. So leave me alone, let the reaper breathe. Don't summon the past, I've been trying to grieve. I'm peace now, but I ain't forgot that code. As above, so below, let it go.
Yeah, I like the use of it there because I think it's different.
As above, so below.
Oh, I like it.
As above, so below.
Nice. I liked it. Tennessee Reaper, once again, cool track. As above, so below. And now over here in the break room, yeah, it works good. I like it. Does not apply to, I think, the ranting on the channel. That's interesting. Had some, yeah, I think we covered it all.
No, there you go. Anyway, love to one and all, yeah?
Yeah, see, I would love to one and all. Now, Joey Ace or Chester P as a rapper over here, I am totally hip to what he is saying. And that's basically, well, we could probably want, I honestly think I've said this. I'm just probably steeped in more negativity than I should be, which is that Tennessee Reaper song kind of reflects on that idea. So this did all really work out in a weird way for me. And unfortunately, you just get to witness whatever shit show this is. But really, it's just about what I'm thinking at the time. It seemed like a lot. I gotta maybe have to do a restart and shit. So I'll upload in a minute or two. Later.